How's it going, everybody? How the hell are you? I'm the nerdy jock Nick Angle, and welcome back to Jock Talk. That's right, baby. We're talking hockey, we're talking baseball, we're talking F1. Let's get into it. All right, NHL semifinals, because, you know, we don't have an East and a West and yada, yada, yada. They are both tied 1-1. And hey, Adam Wild, knock, knock, knock. You like apples? Montreal just tied at 1-1. How you like them apples? And they look pretty good doing it, didn't they? Yes, sir, they did. All right, let's go back to game one because I didn't do a video on it, and that's fine. I'm sure a lot of you were like, well, I guess he's sad about it. Yeah, of course, I was a little upset. But Montreal, in game one against Vegas, you know what? They came out great, had a great first period, and then they looked like a very tired team. A team that just traveled several time zones across the country to play the Vegas Golden Knights. And now they're both going to travel several time zones back across the country to play in Montreal on Friday. Is the NHL nuts? Does it not know where these two cities are? Does Gary Bettman not have a goddamn map? Okay, look, I'm a little bit sour about the whole thing, but that's fine. Anyway, doesn't matter. Look, game one, yes, Montreal did not look great, but they didn't look terrible. I mean, they were hanging with this team. They definitely deserve to be here, okay? Everyone who's sitting there going like, this team, yada, yada, whatever, Carey Price only. No, this team deserves to be here. And they looked good last night. Yes, they got up 3-0. And man, when you get up 3-0 with this team, that is money in the bank, baby. Yes, it was. And they ended up 3-2. Pietrangelo with a couple of, you know, well, one really nice goal, one seeing eye shot that, you know, whatever. I mean, good for you for getting it on the goddamn net through 4 or 5 different people. I think it was 3. Here's the thing about the Montreal and Vegas series. This thing is going to, I think, go the distance. Maybe not. Maybe it'll only go 6 games. But these two teams are on each other. They're grinding it out. Nobody really gives up. It's great hockey. It's fun to watch, but Montreal has an ability to take crowds out of the game when they are in the opposing barn, and that's exactly what they did last night. They also have the ability to get their fans into the game. So they are playing a system. They are playing boring hockey. I guess it's working. It's gotten them here. They can hang with the Vegas Golden Knights. And all of you people who said that Vegas is going to walk in and mop the floor with them, stick that in your pipe and smoke it. That's right, baby. The Habs are here, and they are not going anywhere anytime soon. And the playoff beer is looking pretty good if I don't say so myself. All right, back to the other series with the Tampa Bay Lightning and the New York Islanders. Man alive. Wow. This is crazy. This is crazy. Tampa obviously not showing up apparently in the first game with their heads out of it. And then they apparently showed up in the second game. But man, I felt that the Islanders deserved a better fate. Yeah, too many men, you know, apparently Tampa needs, you know, $20 million over the cap and an extra guy on the ice to score against Semyon Varlamov. Holy smokes! Semyon Varlamov. That guy on game 2 was, something special, something to watch. I mean, the Islanders fans, that guy, he's pretty good. He's pretty good. And you know what? The Islanders are playing their system. They're playing great. Tampa Bay is they're a handful. And again, I think this is a series that's going to take its time. I don't think this is going anywhere anytime soon. I think when you look at the quote-unquote underdogs, I mean, if you look at the Islanders, can you really consider them an underdog? They were here last year. Yeah, I guess they're an underdog against Tampa Bay and the amount of money that Tampa Bay is spending, if you look on paper. But man, this team, again, like Montreal, deserves to be here. All 4 of these teams deserve to be where they are right now. They've played good hockey. They've gotten to this point. I don't think we're going to see very fast series in this one. And that's good for us as hockey fans because we get to watch great hockey. But man, it's something special right now. All right, moving on to baseball in the Toronto Blue Jays. Man, that bullpen, that thing stinks to high heaven. Yeah, that's a scary thing when you have to go to the bullpen and you're leading by 1 run, or you need a run, and they give up runs. Against the Yankees, against the Red Sox, this thing is not really working right now. That's really the easiest way to say it. Here's the thing, though. Everyone who wants something to happen with the bullpen, I have two questions for you. Where are you going to get somebody, and who are you going to give up? Yeah, that's the question, guys. Look, I know that something needs to be done with the bullpen. You know that something needs to be done with the bullpen. We all agree on this. But what are you going to do? You're not even halfway through the season yet. There are teams right now that still think they got a shot, so everybody's looking for bullpen arms. You can't get anything done. And do you want to give up young talent? Because if you want to get something right now, you can, but you're going to have to give something up. So what are you going to give up? What's in the farm system right now that you're willing to part with? I don't think there's anything there. So the solution is going to have to come from within. If it doesn't come from within, Blue Jays are going to have to struggle with this for, I don't know, at least half the season, maybe more. Who knows? The Blue Jays are 500 right now, right? Yes? Okay. Are they better than where we expected them? I think so. The Blue Jays right now have the number one hitter in baseball. There is no argument. I'm talking all of MLB. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is killing it. I mean, home runs, RBIs, on-base percentage, you name it. This guy is unbelievable. And yes, when you have a team that is raking like this, when you have this absolutely dominant offensive team, you need, as a front office, to help that thing out. The problem is, this should have been looked at in the offseason. This should have been dealt with. We were all saying it coming into the season. We were talking about starting pitching depth. Then we were talking about bullpen and bullpen depth. And at the beginning of the season, the bullpen looked okay. Now, it's struggling. Injuries, absolutely a factor. I think, though, right now, and it's hard to say it, but patience, I think, is key. There's really nothing I can see this front office doing that's drastically going to change anything at the moment. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this front office pulls something out of its hat, which would be a bit of a miracle, I think, at this point. But other than that, what's going to change? Look, this feels so very Toronto. Toronto, when you look at the Blue Jays even in the late 2000s, early 2010s, this team was like either the bats were going and we couldn't pitch, or the pitching was going and we couldn't hit. Like, that's sort of what it always felt like. And like nothing could get on the same page. And it's not like a bunch of guys changed. It was just like, it just seems very Toronto, I guess, is the easiest way to explain. But we'll see moving forward. Again, this team, offensively, they're going to get, Springer back soon. I think that helps them not only on the offense, but it helps them on the defense as well, because we saw last night there was a couple of errors. Joe Panik, sweet Jesus, why does he keep playing third base? This team just kind of makes you go, ugh. But it's okay, because again, fun to watch baseball. This team's always in it, and let's just keep praying, I guess, is the easiest way to say it. Just pray. All right, last but not least, F1 in France this weekend. Yes, we're talking about it again. I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to say Verstappen's taking this one. I've got Perez, who seems like he's figured it out now with the Red Bull, coming in at least the top three. I think this is Red Bull's weekend. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you're looking forward to it. Please, let me know what you guys think in the comments below about where do you think this whole F1 series is going to end up. Do you think it's Verstappen's year this year in F1? Or are we looking at Hamilton pulling something out of his hat? Because quite frankly, he is pretty amazing to watch. Now, Bottas has absolutely deserved a better fate this year in F1. It's unfortunate. A lot of things out of his control. A lot of things you can't help. But also at the same time, too, he's got the same car as Hamilton, and Hamilton's doing better. I know that Hamilton it's Hamilton. What are you going to do? But that car is pretty good that he's got. Unless there's just some issues that we don't know about, which is entirely possible. This year in F1, I like the drama that's happening. I like what's going on. I am looking forward to this weekend. Should be awesome. I've got Verstappen winning this thing. I've got Perez coming, I'm going to say second or third, and maybe Hamilton comes in second. I think the Red Bulls are due here, and I think they're coming on strong after the two street courses. They've done really well. I know what they've looked like on the road courses, but like I said, I think Perez has figured this car out now. That's a dangerous combination. That's going to help out Max. That's going to make things easier on their strategy, I hope, because sometimes Red Bull just shoots themselves in the foot. You know what I mean? I'm looking forward to this weekend. Should be good. You guys let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know what you think about the Blue Jays and where their bullpen situation is. What trades would you make? What moves would you make? Let me know. With the NHL, who do you guys got in these two series? I know who I've got, and I know who I've reversed cursed, if that's how that works. But you guys let me know what you think. Speaking of baseball, I just need to get this off my chest right now. I need to rant a little bit here. We're talking about pitchers. We're talking about the baseballs. All right. If you go back in time, not that long ago, they used to take these balls and put like a mud on them, and that would give the pitchers a little bit more grip on the ball. Because let's be honest, we need pitchers to be able to hang on to these baseballs, because if they don't, people like Kevin Pillar get plucked in the face and watch his nose explode. It's terrible. But right now, these baseballs look like somebody just opened the box and threw it to the pitcher and goes, go ahead, throw that at 95 miles an hour. Yeah. You look a couple years ago, all of a sudden there was a rash of injuries where people were getting blisters on their fingers and broken nails and like weird things. And now you look at Tampa Bay, their pitcher, he's hurt himself now because look, baseball. You can't mandate something in the middle of a season when guys have been doing it for years and you knew about it, and then expect them to change on the fly and not have issues. And then you're like, well, we're going to suspend you with pay. So what? You're just sending them home? That's what you're doing? Look, baseball likes to say that, well, we're doing this because of the integrity of the game. What integrity? You have none. Look at the home run race that was happening between McGuire and Sosa. Those guys were so juiced. The Kool-Aid man was jealous. You can't sit there and say we want competitive advantage when you know the people are cheating all the time in this game. And you just let it slide. Look what you did with the Astros. They literally cheated their way to a World Series. And you went, well, we investigated. And nothing happened. Nothing. You suspended the guys for a couple of games. You didn't take anything away. You didn't do shit. Integrity? Baseball has the least amount of integrity of any of the major sports. Period. Anywhere. And I'm including FIFA, World Cup soccer. Those most corrupt people ever is FIFA. And I have to say they have more integrity than Major League Baseball. You people are ridiculous. Anyway, I might have gotten off the rails there for a second. Here's what I'm trying to say. Pitchers have pitched this way forever, okay? They need to have some sort of grip on the ball so that they're not losing it and smacking people left, right, and center, because they are throwing baseballs at a speed that can kill you, all right? You have to give them some sort of control. Is it changing their spin rates? Sure. Can you somehow mandate where something is legal and something isn't? Absolutely, because you've done it with steroids, anabolic and whatever, all that stuff. You've done it. You've mandated one thing and made something else illegal. Okay, fine. You can do the same with pitchers, okay? Or go back to putting mud on the ball. Give it a little scuff. Do something. Don't throw a ball out as soon as it hits the dirt. All right? We all played baseball growing up. Those balls were the most beat up things ever. But I'll tell you what, you could get a hold of them. You could throw that thing. You get some wicked curves going. The point is, baseball, this whole rigmarole of integrity, the integrity of the game, you have none. You never had it. Stop it. All right, guys, that's it for me today. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Jock Talk with the Nerdy Jock, me, Nick Angle. Do me a favor. If you like this video, smack that like button. If you really liked it, smack that subscribe. Maybe a high elbow to it. Tell your mom, tell your friends. You know, we're just trying to grow this channel, everybody, and every little bit helps. Thank you so much, guys. But remember, it's always game time, baby. Let's go!